Rattlers will start it off. Mackenzie Taylor, number 6. They will start in a rotation 1 as she is their setter. Morgan Riley on the slide. Rebecca Alec goes cross court and gets the kill.
Early on, get those middles involved in the offense. That's been the key for Nebraska this season, diversifying and middles being active.
Morgan Riley with the serve. Deep serve, good pass. Nebraska with the block touch off the swing. Landfair just rolls that one over. Aggressive swing that time from Brooklyn Thomas, not down. There's a better swing. And a kill for Taylor Landfair.
Landfair with that deep cross-court shot. She's got such a high contact point. If they can get that ball up to her and let her really go after it, she's hard to stop.
Throws him out of system, bump set back row, rolled over. Rodriguez steps in, takes the bump set. Aaron Beeson is blocked. Big block there by Kalia Todd.
Todd did a great job closing there, but also that press and seal over. A lot of energy on that Rattler side after that big block.
It has been a bumpy up and down second half of the season for Merritt Beeson. She's trying to find her way here in the postseason. Nebraska's going to need her if they're going to make this run.
A lot of people are keying in on her after last season.
Yep.
And so she's going to have to learn to make some adjustments, see what she's got in front of her, and know that that's going to be the case. Big block here for the Huskers. Merritt Beeson involved in that on the defensive side of the game.
Olivia Mauk now into serve. Tough serve for Mauk. Free ball opportunity here for the Huskers. Riley with it, goes behind to Beeson, who's one-on-one, and Beeson gets the kill.
Just great decision there by Riley to push that ball back. The middle stayed with, the middle blocker stayed with Becca Alec. That gave a one-on-one matchup on the backside.
Good block touch. Harper Murray. Right back onto Harper again. Goes deep corner and got the kill. Nebraska hitting above 500 here early on, 429.
Just really smooth and transitioning, just great sets, great decisions, and then the attackers are doing a nice job making shots.
And the ace for Mauk.
Mauk has been tough back at the serve. That's her 15th on the season service ace. She just keeps getting better and better in that role.
Nebraska really targeting Brooklyn Watts back there in zone 1. They go right back to her again. Better pass that time from Watts. Off the top of the block, Rodriguez keeps it alive.
And a tough ball. Good job there by Harper to go up and get that.
Ran the middle. Rebecca Alec, 2 swings, 2 kills.
Alec's working hard in transition, being up, being available, getting her hand on the ball. Here's a great situation for where she finds a way to get it through.
Rodriguez kept it alive, sent it right back over. Nebraska with the early 7-1 lead. They're on a 5-0 run. Timeout Rattlers. Back here at the Devaney Center, there's a look at Nebraska coach John Cook. 7-18-102, an 87% winning percentage for the coach. 4 national titles, 11 Final Fours. And having as much fun, I think, as he's had in his career.
I was going to say, just really enjoying it, and continues to be a student of the game and grow himself in being a coach at this high level and with the kids,
right,
that he's working with and these young women.
Brooklyn Thomas swings into the net.
Mount continues to be tough at that serve, working that number 1 zone on the court, keeping the pressure on.
Merritt Beeson rolls it over the top of the block. Thomas with the swing, no touch, it is long. And Nebraska on a 7-0 run to lead it 9-1. Usually we're used to seeing in these early round matchups in the first round, Nebraska coming out and struggling a bit. You know, sometimes there's different types of hitters on the other side of the net that they see consistently in the Big Ten Conference, but not tonight. This is a pretty good start for the Big Red. On top now, 10-1.
Right. And part of it is that the Rattlers aren't getting an opportunity to really get much of an offense going. As you mentioned, sometimes they hit a different contact point, a little bit faster tempo or slower tempo. All those required the block to adjust. Right now, Nebraska is looking very, very sharp.
Murray tries to push deep corner. Good pass there by Watts. In system off the top of the block. Roddy is there to keep it up. Aggressive swing there by Harper. But Rattlers really having a hard time terminating against this Nebraska team. Their only point scored on that block of Merritt Beeson. And that is a touch by the Rattlers and a point for Nebraska.
And the run continues. But a little bit better rally there. Both teams involved. Here's a chance to see that again. Touch was called immediately. Just the pressure on serve receive.
And another kill, 3 for 3 for Alec. Andy Jackson may not get in the game.
Well, and you can see the blockers are getting up, but they can't get up and sealed over. You know, plus the power that's behind the swing. It's really, Nebraska is really dominating and controlling.
There's the kill from the left side by Jada Rhodes, who's one of their leaders. She averages 1.5 kills per set.
First kill here in the match for the Rattlers.
And Kalia Todd now to serve. Riley back to Harper, who just brushes it off the fingertips. Third kill for Harper.
Yep, tight ball, and again, a great decision there by Harper Murray to push it into the hands of the block. And you can see her directing it out of bounds with the swing and push.
At 13-12, Nebraska siding out at 100%.
Not too bad numbers there.
Good pace on that off the hands of Merritt Beeson. That's what John Cook was talking about earlier this week, is this offense runs a very quick tempo.
Yep. Jada Rhodes on the outside, they really love to push that fast speed to the outside, beat the blocks. It's going to go low and flat. Now, if the block can get there, they're going to be on top of it and seal it off. But that tempo to the outside is hard to stop.
Great pass by Mauk. And Merritt Beeson pulls it right underneath the block of Jada Rhodes.
That's hard to stop as well. She's got a one-on-one situation in that she's so good about taking that hard cross-court shot back toward the right side.
Tough serve by Beeson, and it's an ace. And Nebraska now with their second ace, and about 7th time they've had the Gators out of system on the serve.
Well, and right now they're serving to that left back, and you can see all the hitters are stacked up over on the left side, so creating chaos and putting pressure on right there as well.
Better pass. Rodriguez with the dig. Now great hustle to keep it alive. Bump set, Rodriguez. Harper Murray, go wide. Point Rattlers.
I thought it was in as well. It was called out by the line judge.
And we're going to get a challenge.
And the players quickly. That ball was coming hard and fast to the far sideline. Harper really got in a good approach after and went aggressively after that ball.
In the first match of the night, we had one challenge the entire evening the entire afternoon of the Miami win.
And here a quick decision it looks like as well. Yeah.
Oh, that's in.
Yep.
And it was in.
And I think Gomez could have told you that.
Yep.
And her face right after it landed as well. You could see her head go down. And knowing that, So that's okay. Got it right. And we move on.
The R2 Bill Stanley overturns it. And it's 16-3. Block. Andy Jackson, Harper Murray.
Thornton tries to come around behind, but again, the development of that play was very slow. The blockers had plenty of time to get there and close that up. Tough serve again. Really, the pressure of the serve has been a problem for the Rattlers. Nebraska is really challenging them right on that first contact ball.
Nebraska is rolling.
Another tough serve.
Got a swing on it. No touch, and it's wide. 19-3 here in set one.
Right now, the serve is really controlling and limiting anything that Florida A&M can do offensively. They're struggling with the serve in position, and then the attackers are struggling with the defense of Nebraska.
What an up.
And what
Merritt
a
Beeson.
back row swing. Just a great up. Defense leads to the point. Harper Murray getting underneath that ball, and then here out of nowhere, Merritt Beeson explodes up after that ball.
Another tough one. Bump set out. This is going to have to get
the
over.
only place it can come over.
On the slide, Jackson just got enough of it.
Not the typical the power, the explosive. She got her hand on it and got it accomplished regardless.
Just almost a murmur right now.
It is. It's kind of a buzz around right here.
Do you see what's going on? It's 21-3.
We haven't gone through a full rotation.
Mount keeps it alive, and it's Nebraska's defense that has been doing the job.
Yeah, nothing is going down, and
Jackson again. Got it. Kill. Andy Jackson. Nebraska is rolling.
This is what she loves, coming around on that slide. Here she takes it that cross court to the right side. Setter has to play. Right side has to play.
From off the net, the angle. Back row, Beeson. Good dig. Aggressive swing there by Watts, but not down. Jackson on the slide, tips it. Good up. Good hustle by Rodriguez to get to that. Pushed out. And the kill by Harper Murray.
Just a great job there, free ball. And the Nebraska attackers need to let Rodriguez take that ball. She comes up there, takes it right as it crosses over that net, so they're all eligible to attack. And exactly what they do is run that offense back quick and hard.
You also saw the net violation. 23-3. The fewest amount of points Nebraska has allowed this season was 9. That happened twice, once against A&M Corpus Christi in the second match of the year, and the other time was against Iowa in Iowa City. And Nebraska now at set point here in the first. And it's almost a subdued crowd, like it's difficult to watch. this kind of dominance.
Well, and Nebraska hasn't made it for a full rotation even.
Right.
They're basically in rotation 4 right now.
That'll do it. The numbers were ridiculous in set 1 for the Huskers, 25-3. Nebraska sided out at 100%, and they hit 500 in set number 1. Huskers easily over the Rattlers in the first round of the NCAA tournament, 25-3. Back here at the Devaney Center, Bergen Riley leading the way for Nebraska as the Huskers hit 500 in set number 1. Not all our sets were perfect, but when you hit 500, you're doing something right.
Absolutely, but I think the 100% side out percentage also. I mean, talk about that. That is incredible, and right now out of the gate, the Nebraska team is on point. We're going to have an opportunity here to see a few different faces. I see Layla Blackwell out on the court at this time in Rebecca's position. And we'll see if any other changes in the lineup as we go. But Nebraska actually only got through 4 rotations. They didn't even get a complete cycle in that set number 1.
Well, we mentioned that it's the fewest points Nebraska has allowed this year. It's actually an all-timer. Fewest points ever allowed in the history of Nebraska volleyball. The previous record was 4. Nebraska allowed 4 2 previous times. That was back in 2013 against Louisiana Monroe, and then in 2018 they allowed 4 points against Missouri State. So these 3 against Florida A&M, the fewest points ever allowed in the history of Husker volleyball.
Wow.
And the run continues.
Yeah, and I was just going to say, Florida A&M is struggling. I mean, this is quite an environment to be playing in, for starters. But they just are right now being dominated by Nebraska. The serve is really, really giving them problems.
They're insistent with the tip. Rodriguez is there. Back to Beeson, powers into the block, and that's
Watts, looks like.
Isis Williams along with Watts, both there. And it was Watts.
So that's a little smile on the Florida A&M player's face and say, okay, let's start with something. That's a positive. There's Taylor Landfair using the block this time, going off the hands of Watts. Getting that ball right back in their hands.
Malquin on that big 10-0 run from the service line in set 1. Throws him out of system again. Good angle, but there's Rodriguez. She's been fantastic.
Definitely. I mean, A&M is struggling just to get that ball to get to the floor. There's so many great defensive plays.
And that's how they've done most of it, is on the block, and another big block there by Kalia Todd.
Here, get a chance to see that again. Todd doing a great job closing and sealing.
Of the 5 points that the Rattlers have scored through a set early, right?
Yep.
3 of them have come via the block.
Block, yep. There she is.
There's Layla Blackwell.
Blackwell doing a great job. She had a Big Ten honor this week, selected as a sportsmanship honoree. That kind of recognizes players that are both academic but also sportsmen, work ethic, big hearts. She definitely fits those qualities.
On the slide, Nebraska's block sit right back over. Harper tries to go deep corner, not there. Boy, what an up by Riley.
Riley's been playing some great defense.
And then Harper Murray off the side of the block with the kill.
And Harper Murray on those balls comes in and just goes at it. She said, all right, y'all know you're gonna, I know you're going to be there, so I'm going at you with 100%. Again, that stack position over on that left side for the Rattlers.
Good angle of the kill. Big swing by Brooklyn Watts. She's been their dynamic hitter this year. 3.65 kills per set.
She was a SWAC, Southwestern Athletic Conference, first team selection, and you set her numbers really across the board are very strong and consistent. Again, Andy Jackson, talk about strong and consistent, coming in that middle, takes that ball, turns it. Defense is just frozen. It's just coming fast. Nothing they can do.
Connection between Riley and Jackson, which has been so good throughout the year, has been spotty over the course of the last 4 matches.
Well, even tonight
Right
we
there.
have, yeah.
I don't think she's had Jackson hasn't had a solid ball to hit yet.
Yeah. She had one that was okay, so that she got a pretty good
On the
swing
slide.
on it.
Yep,
Yeah.
yep.
But other than that,
So Beeson back to serve. Nebraska on top 7-3. And got the touch, the ace, Merritt Beeson. And they are just peppering Brooklyn Watts with the serve.
just keeping the pressure on Watts. And again, when you're in that position and you're kind of the target of that, I mean, you've got to get out of your head, you know, and really just take this one. You got to have a short memory too. Get your feet moving and get that platform out.
Off the block, kill by Jada Rhodes.
Jada Rhodes averages 1.56 kills per set this season. Good swing there, you tooling off the block.
Done about everything for him. She's 5'8", an outside hitter. She's set, you mentioned she set a match earlier this year. Plays back row. Now there was the connection between Riley. They must have heard you.
A little bit better there. And again, the Rattlers are like, stop, encouraging.
right.
That connection. It's just such a fast pace. She's so quick and dynamic as she comes around. Just tough to stop.
Block touch. Back row.
Wow, unloads on that ball. Harper Murray coming from the back row. And Bergen Riley does such a tremendous job of leading those back row attackers. So they're really making that contact, taking off, yes, behind the 10-foot line, but really they're maybe 5 to 3 feet from the net when they swing. And got a lot of mo coming behind it.
Nebraska's block.
Yeah, Taylor Landfair, Andy Jackson. Wow, that's a pair. Try to get past those two. Just high hands, solid.
Tough serve. Overpass. Showboy flies in to keep it alive.
That's what she does best.
Back row. Did not get on top of that, and that went sailing long from Brooklyn Watts. And a timeout taken by the Rattlers. Huskers leading 11, make it 12-4 now here in this second set. His daughter's beside him. We're having fun watching the awkward dad dance cam here in the stadium. Andy Jackson. Let's take a look at some of her highlights. They're better than the awkward dad dance cam.
Absolutely. Andy is much smoother as she comes around. She's just such a dynamic and athletic attacker. She comes around behind. We talked about her connection with Bergen. Hasn't been perfectly clean, but she still finds a way to get it done. She right now is hitting 667, 4 kills on 6 swings. Pretty good numbers.
Big block on the right side. Bergen Riley and Andy Jackson. We have to make awkward dad dance cam a regular thing at Devaney.
I think it's a great addition to the timeouts and the breaks.
It's the funniest thing I've seen in a while. Pass right on point. Landfair into the block, just recycles it. Good job by Rodriguez to be there.
Great save, still alive. Did you see that spin Jackson put on that ball?
There's Andy Jackson with the connection with Bergen.
Just so tough to stop. And just this whole season, she was a Big Ten unanimous selection for the first team, and she gives a lot of credit to her teammates, but boy, she's pretty athletic, and she has really excelled this season.
Another tough pass. Rolled over, Choboy, great save again, and Riley on the second touch with the center dump.
You gotta love Choboy. She just comes firing out of nowhere and looks so smooth and controlled as she does it. And then Riley takes care of business. Laney there again, and Riley knowing exactly where that open area is. 2 kills.
Wow, a back-to-back for Riley. They've been working on that in practice.
Well, it's open.
Yeah.
I mean, your defense really, you put it generally is somebody in middle back, and the other 2 are up short. But you got to credit also Choboy again. She was key on that up to feed it up.
London Hatch now into the game, the senior out of Olympia Fields, Illinois, Lamar, in to serve for the Rattlers. And the serve is long, and Nebraska's side-out percentage stays
Continues.
at 100%. That means the Rattlers have not had 2 consecutive points in this match. Kennedy Orr now into serve, seeing her first action of the match. Finally get to her rotation.
Yep, we've been able to go all the way around.
Swing and a kill in the middle. That's Isis Williams.
Yep, big swing there. Williams averaged 1.22 kills this season. She's got a one-on-one matchup. Orr was there, but caught her high.
Brianna Brown with the serve. And the ace for Brown. And that ruins the perfect 100% side-out percentage for Nebraska.
And really, Layla Blackwell coming across, I think got in the vision and the focus of Choboy as she's tracking the ball in. Blackwell waiting just a little bit longer this time. Again, a tight ball, but Bergen Riley is staying aggressive up at the net.
Being offensive. Good dig. Other way, Landfair. There was no touch.
Nope.
Point, Florida A&M.
And now the fans getting a little bit of energy here. Making some noise.
Good pass by Choboy. Landfair again. A couple of players, and Landfair with the kill.
Kind of a pinball action there off of the arms into the bro and to the floor. Big swing there by Landfair. That's her 5th kill. Good pass there off the serve receive. Out of the way and out.
No touch. Point Nebraska.
And we've made a full rotation.
Riley with the serve. Look out. Net violation. A little too excited by Blackwell. Just don't see many hitting errors from Layla Blackwell.
Nope.
She's coming in hitting .445 on the year. Did we get a challenge there? They are. So I think Layla's saying I did not touch the net, and she was fine letting it go. She said, that's all right, don't worry about it, but I didn't touch the net. And Coach Cook said, no, we're going to challenge it then. And so the question is, did the ball hit and rattle the net?
And a quick response.
Ah.
Didn't take them long, so.
It was the it was her lower half that hit
the
it.
follow through there. I mean, yeah, pretty
Looks like it
clear.
was.
Yep.
I thought I saw the motion to the coaching staff from our R2 that it hit her leg.
Hmm.
And a hit service error. That is just a second service error for the Rattlers.
And you can see right now Florida A&M passing with just 2 passers out there, so they're really spread out. And that's been a part of the problem, too. The 2 of them are covering a lot of court.
A little tight to the net. And the joust won by Harper Murray.
I just love Murray going up aggressive. She doesn't hesitate at all to go up and make a strong play, physical play at the net.
Mauk back at the service line. Nebraska 4 away from going up 2-0. Tough serve out of system. Free ball opportunity here for Nebraska. Riley runs the middle. Blackwell.
There's a great connection with Blackwell. They've kind of not been real clean here this set, the 2 of them, but that's a great connection. Blackwell coming in that seam between the 2 blockers. Good tempo to the outside.
Swing was wide, no touch, point Huskers. And the Rattlers hitting negative in the match and negative in this current set. Negative 154 in the match, negative 130 in this set. Huskers at 418 for the match. And the ace for Mauk. And we've got set point here in the second. Ace backline, Mauk.
17th of the season, 3 tonight.
Wow. And Nebraska is rolling here in round 1. They take down the Rattlers 24-9. That's bad dad dancing right there. Welcome back to the Bob Devaney Sports Center. Harper Murray, 9 kills to lead the way for Nebraska. She's hitting .444.
Yeah, I mean, we're through 2 sets. She's really done a great job attacking balls that maybe weren't ideal and being aggressive with them. We saw some balls that were tight at the net. She either is going up and taking advantage of the block, tooling it off and pushing in, throwing out, or just coming with the power and unloading. She's also pretty dynamic when you see she gets the opportunity to swing from the back row. Again, she's just had a great year and really has, I think, expanded and matured as an attacker, and that's why we're seeing such high numbers from her. And we also have an opportunity to see Lindsay Krause in this 3rd set. She's in for Landfair. So the opportunity to see a few more Huskers out on the court.
Rashada Brown will start it off for Florida A&M here in set number 3. On the slide, goes off the block. Outside the antenna, first lead of the match for Florida A&M.
Well, if you're going to start a run, that's the way to start it.
Absolutely. And the service error. Nebraska still siding out above. After that one, it's probably going to be above 80.
Yep. Those are just incredible numbers.
Right at 80%, in fact.
Kennedy Orr in that left back position serving.
Good up.
Just
good
wide.
pace. Just wide of the swing.
Williams,
set.
yeah, and Williams doing a nice job being up there and turning that ball. The block was off to her right. She turns it to the left.
Kennedy Orr with the serve.
Good serve, gets that good tempo ball to the outside.
Joe Boy with the bump set out to Krause. And Krause is wide.
Krause trying to take it underneath the block. Just misses that far sideline, not by much.
Tina Galvez. Libero with the serve. And Blackwell is blocked on that left side.
Watts again, and again, a lot of energy from her. She's had two or three here in this match where she's got her hands involved, and look at that great press in. Stops Blackwell at the net.
Krause, did she get the touch? She did.
Yep.
Now they got the fingertips of Kalia Todd. Krause with the kill. In comes Merritt Beeson.
You get a chance to see that again, just going after those high hands.
Off the block and down, and Merritt Beeson with the block.
Beeson and Blackwell, I think, looked like they're Blackwell's hands on that, pushed and sealed.
43rd consecutive year Nebraska has made the NCAA tournament. They've made a run all the way to the Final Four in 6 of the last 9 years as Brooklyn Watts gets the kill off of the hand of Merritt Beeson.
That would be, I'm just looking statistically, overall 7th kill in the match total for Florida A&M.
Kick save not successful, and another kill for Brooklyn Watts.
Just some energy now on the Rattler side of the court. Nebraska kind of out of sync. We've got a couple substitutions that are in there, so they're not clicking quite as sharply as they were before. Communication is key here.
Good timing there, Layla Blackwell.
And again, good job by the Nebraska players to, again, stop, take a moment, and then get reorganized and get back on track.
Olivia Malk now back to serve. They served 16 total points in the first 2 sets with Malk at the service line, and on cue, Malk with her 4th ace of the match.
She is just really keeping the pressure on. See how quickly that ball drops, and as we mentioned too, A&M passing with 2 players in their serve reception. They're covering a lot of court, and that ball's moving fast.
So of the 56 points that Nebraska has scored in the match, 57 now, 18 have come on the serve of Olivia Malk.
And this is just, she's been serving tough, and this is a rotation where I say it again, all the attackers are stacked over on the left side, so they're stacking here and then trying to float around and come in some different patterns and sequences.
Tipped over, Rodriguez there.
Good speed.
Bradley goes behind. Here is Beeson. And it's going to fall on a Florida A&M side.
A&M is getting some balls up, but again, they're just coming up so fast and tight up at the net, really not giving them the opportunity then to transition off of them, and that's just the power. As a defender, you got to absorb, take some of that speed off, and be real relaxed with those arms.
Gokad Yilmaz takes the timeout for the Rattlers. Nebraska on top here in the 3rd. 8-5, Huskers leading it 2 sets to none. Back here at the Devaney Sports Center, along with Kathy Wieskamp, I'm Larry Putney. Good to have you with us as you take a look at the bracket earlier tonight. Miami has moved on. They swept South Dakota State, and they await the winner of this one between Nebraska and Florida A&M, and it would appear that it's going to be the Huskers and Canes tomorrow from here at Devaney in a second-round matchup, and that for Nebraska is a scary matchup in round number 2 because that Hurricane team has beaten 2 top 5 teams this year. They took down number 1 Texas back in September when Texas was number 1, and also beat another top 5 team in Stanford.
Absolutely. I mean, they are, to me, a little bit scary, for that second round matchup. They have been playing against ACC, high competition. They know the tempo of the game. They play big with big blockers, big, high-level contests, and have been in the mix. So I think we're in for what'll probably a much more competitive matchup.
Oh, certainly. Good swing. Brooklyn Watts with another kill.
Her 5th. She's leading all Rattlers right now. I like her aggressive. She's explosive on the outside. They like to push that fast tempo, and she likes to out-quick the block.
Bump set out to Harper Murray. Murray got the touch and gets the kill.
So good out of system. Murray just makes great decisions there. She puts herself in position to be able to swing at the ball, but also see what the blockers are doing and what she's got in front of her.
Miami only played Pitt once this year, but Pitt swept the Hurricanes. It was 3-0. But as we said, they've beat number 5 Stanford 3-2. Beat Arkansas, which was ranked at the time, 3-0. Knocked off number 1 Texas 3-2. They lost to SMU 3-1, so they have that in common with Nebraska. As Harper Murray gets the kill. Beat 15th ranked Georgia Tech 3-2 as well.
Yeah, they are a formidable foe tomorrow.
I believe that went off of it. It did off Bergen Riley and then into the antenna, so point for the Rattlers.
Yep, here you get a chance to see that.
Good swipe.
Jada Rhodes.
I think we saw, even in the match that we saw earlier tonight with Miami and South Dakota State, Miami has some dangerous jump top spin servers who are high ace, but also high error. The sense is that when they really got that going, they could get on a run, and likely what they did in those wins against Texas and Stanford is their serve was effective.
Absolutely. That top spin jump serve, plus also some side spin on it too, when you're talking about Rodriguez serving that. But Heredia Colon, she puts a lot of heat on that ball. She really slowed down in latter part of the match and really got on a run and was much cleaner, less error.
Andy Jackson is wide, no touch there, point for the Rattlers. Yeah, Heredia Clone was dynamite in that first match for the Hurricanes. She on the season has 39 aces, but also more than 85 errors from the service line.
But as you mentioned, though, if a server can get hot and get on a roll, they can really frustrate a serve receive, and that first ball contact is so critical and can actually get in the heads and start messing with the serve receive confidence.
Rather goes right back to Andy Jackson, who gets the kill. And Kennedy Orr now into serve. Final match of their collegiate career tomorrow night for the 5 Nebraska seniors. Swing is wide, point Nebraska.
Again, just trying to find a way to get around the Nebraska block. A&M is just struggling offensively, getting something going. They are at least hitting positive in this current set. It is only 42, but they are just between the block and the great defense. Yeah. There's a great swing there again. Williams is doing a good job really staying active and trying to get involved in the offense, and they're getting it to her when they have the chance. She is getting some in. She's missing her mark by just a little bit, but I do like she's really involved and doing some great stuff.
Gomez back to serve. Good dig by Rodriguez, and right on point with the pass.
Great job there, Lindsay Krause, to take that ball as it popped right back up to recycle it and do something positive in that deep corner. So open. Here you can see it again. Team really did a good job recycling that ball and popping it up and doing something positive with it.
Service error. Just the second of the night for Nebraska to go along with their 6 aces, 4 of those from Olivia Mauk. Back to serve is Mackenzie Taylor now for Florida A&M.
Nebraska still hovering right around that 80% side out, and it's going to pop up there just a little bit with the help of that service error. In comes Mauk again.
Good run in the middle. Nebraska's block was there. Huskers block again, sends it back.
Pin to pin. Blackwell is working it.
Blackwell is rewarded.
I mean, she did a phenomenal job. She went from pin to pin and back to the other pin, just ran that net and was up and solid. Good finish.
Postseason time for everybody. It's rolled over.
Nice turn.
Good run in the middle. Layla Blackwell with another kill.
Great reach. Felt the block off to her right. She takes it and turns it hard to the left. Nobody touched that ball as it went to the floor.
Another timeout taken by Florida A&M. Nebraska is leading it 18-11 in set 3. Back here at the Bob Devaney Sports Center, along with Kathy Wieskamp, I'm Larry Putney. Good to have you with us as postseason volleyball is in full swing. Creighton Blue Jays playing tonight up in Omaha. They're on top of Ole Miss 1-0. Morningside in Sioux City, they play against Midland coming up in their postseason. That'll be a fun one for Lily and Ella and all the folks up at Morningside. (18-12) here in Lincoln as Nebraska tries to advance into round 2 and a showdown with the Canes. Merritt Beeson from the right side got the kill.
Beeson swinging in underneath the block. Both blockers are up. Middle was kind of late, but she finds a way to get it underneath that arm. Look at that short ball and all the chaos over there, just on top of everybody.
Bunched up, huh?
Yep.
Right into it.
Wow.
And Beeson off the block and got the kill. That is 5 kills now for Beeson.
She just solid, and again, look at, she's cutting that ball inside that 10-foot line.
Here's Beeson. That swing is long.
Back serving for Nebraska, number 13, Merritt Beeson.
Nebraska 4 away from moving it around 2.
Just underneath and getting right on top of Harper Murray. Jada Rhodes. Her 6th kill. Wow.
Ooh, what a swing. Andy Jackson in the middle, right between the block.
2 blockers there, but just enough room. Slice that ball in between and maybe even over the top just with that contact point. Bouncing the ball.
Aisles are beginning to fill up here at the Devaney Center as folks make their way home, getting ready for a showdown tomorrow with the Miami Hurricanes. Huskers 3 away. Free ball opportunity here. Riley pushes outside. Krause not down, back row, rolled over, right into the middle.
Great job by the Rattlers, just a tempo ball. I believe that was Watts dumping it in the middle. Looked like the Nebraska players were there, but nobody took charge.
Andy Jackson, ooh, just
Touch.
long. Touch,
Called
she didn't
touch.
get the touch.
Yep.
Andy Jackson now with 8 kills in the match, and she's hitting above 550.
And they're going to leave her in, and she's going to serve here.
Right at 538. Little joust there won by the Rattlers.
And Andy flying up there to get into position, and that ball came.
Huskers siding out at 82.8%.
Great job there by Choboy.
Right back to Krause again. And the block.
Looked like Thornton up there, stopping Krause with that outer hand.
(23-17). Here's Krause from off the net, rolls it over, and got the kill. Just found the open floor, and we've got set point. Nebraska 1 away from the sweep. Match point. Good dig by Rodriguez. Krause with the kill. And Lindsey Krause wraps it up for the Huskers in round 1 as they sweep the Rattlers 25-17. And that is the fewest points allowed in a set in the rally scoring era. 3 was the old, we talked about that earlier, the fewest points allowed in a match. That's 29. 32 was the old record. So the fewest points allowed by Nebraska in a match, total of 29.
Wow. Nebraska came out very clean, right, as we mentioned, from the get-go, and didn't give Florida A&M an opportunity to even get in rhythm. Dominant performance.
Huskers win it in a sweep, and they move on. They will face Miami in round 2 tomorrow night. Hopefully he's back for it. Huskers winners tonight here in Lincoln.